Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Coach JC. Everyone gather around should be going today. Today's topic is if a man says, hey, let's see where this goes, you waste your time. Simply put, if a man cares about you, loves you, honors you, he's going to make that covenant commitment to you until death do y'all part. So you have to be very conscious and aware if you're dating somebody or seeing somebody for an extensive amounts of time and you guys have agreed to be in an exclusive relationship. You have to be very, diligent as far as where's this man taking me, where's the direction, where's the vision, why does he want to be with me? Is it just for sex? Is it just for entertainment purposes? Is it just for a warm body to lay next to? Is it just for someone to have a good time with, which we call them a good time Sally? Like, what is the purpose in this man's life? And that should be clear as day upon your first few interactions you meet with him, especially when you guys agree to be in an exclusive relationship, whether that takes 2 weeks, a month and a half. You guys should kind of be on the same page collectively to see where you guys are at mentally, emotionally, physically, to see where you guys are at, so you guys can try to push forward, so you guys can try to make a life for you guys, or separate if you guys don't share similar core values. Because if you guys don't share similar core values, then he may just want you for good time, convenient. You may want long-term commitment, you may want children, etc. And you guys are not on the same page, and 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work itself out. You guys are not on the same page. You guys don't want the same thing. At the end of the day, you got to go beyond the looks. You got to go beyond the physical. You got to go beyond, mentally. You got to go to the spiritual realm. You got to go to, is this person God sent or is he a counterfeit? That's what I talk about in my book, God's Timing, Finding Covenant, Love, and Commitment. It's available on Amazon. And I have a chapter that says this person God sent or counterfeit. And when someone is God sent, they have similar core values. They want the same thing as you do. You guys may differ on a few subjects. Y'all may argue on a few subjects, but y'all can come to a happy medium. Y'all both want each other to win. It's a win-win situation. It's not a win-lose situation where it's like, hey, I want what I want, and I don't care about how I don't care about your feelings. I don't care about you achieving your goal, your aspiration. It's all about me. What can you do for me? Win-win-win is everybody balanced out on the same scale. I'm putting my work in, you're putting your work in. We're working together to build something. Now, what you guys are building, that is something completely up to you guys. I know for my wife and I, one of the things we're trying to build is a legacy. We're trying to instill great things as far as our marriage, as far as our children is concerned. We're trying to leave a legacy that can be passed on to our great grandkids. And we're just trying to be the best people possible, impact this world through volunteering, through charitable work, through giving back, through working, at nonprofit, donating our time, our efforts. Definitely we're big on self-help. We're both coaches. We both love to help people out. This is why we wake up each and every morning, to wake up, to please people, to get people, a little bit excited about their life. And we want to leave this world 10 times greater than we found it. That's our mission statement. That's our goals. And anything less than that is a very disappointment between our marriage. And you got to have a marriage slogan. You got to have, what you guys are going to stand for. If you do decide to get married, what will be your slogan? Like Nike is, just do it. So you have McDonald's is, hey, we love to see you smile. What is going to be your slogan? Also, too, I wrote a chapter about that in my book, God's Timing, Finding Covenant, Love, and Commitment. So what's going to be your slogan? We're going to be one that's powerful in the community. We're going to be the one that's helping out foster kids. We're going to be the one that's helping out elderly people, doing assistant work for them, helping out with preparing the meals, etc. But whatever you guys are trying to do collectively, as a whole, as a team, as a unit, you have to be on one accord. And you can't be with someone, you can't be with a man who's saying, hey, I don't know where we're going. We need some more time, etc. Because that's a man who doesn't have purpose, doesn't have a vision for you or your situation, and a man who's not willing to put the work in to get the necessary works desired for both of you guys. When you're in a relationship, when you're in a marriage, it takes two people, and you have to work. You have to work each and every day. The grind doesn't stop. 24 hours a day, 365 days a week. I know a lot of people get on social media. They see the social media. They see, them traveling. They see people having great dinners. That's great. Trust me, that's a part of it. But you don't understand. Those who are not married don't understand the grind, the covenant commitment that it brings when you have to continue to put the work in each and every day. When it comes to you guys' relationship, coming down to how you guys are treating you guys as parents, how you guys are dealing with you guys as children, people, co-workers, dealing with people in society, dealing with your own battles, own personal insecurities, your own personal things you're trying to get worked on. You're trying to praise the Lord to try to heal you from your own battles, your own struggles, your own addictions that you're dealing with internally, and your own mindset. So it's a lot to think about when you try to make that covenant decision to be together. So you're with a man who's saying, hey, let's just go with the flow. Y'all been together 3-4 months, and it's like, hey, there's no progression, there's no direction of movement, no growth. Then my best advice to you is, hey, I enjoyed a few months. We've been together years, but hey, I have to protect myself, my own sanity, because I can't move forward in the relationship if there's no direction, there's no vision, and I'm constantly have to keep asking you, what are we every 2-3 months? We're going out, we're doing things that married people do, and I don't have that covenant commitment from you. Then guess what? It doesn't matter how fine he may be, how tall he is, how some intangibles he have. You guys don't have the same core values, or y'all not looking for the same thing. Then it's time to move left and preserve that space for someone else who can come into your life that can help facilitate situations that you guys do have similar core values that y'all can build together. If y'all want kids, if y'all want family, if y'all want to donate, y'all want to give back to different organizations, y'all want to start your own nonprofit, whatever you guys are trying to do, you can do that, but you got to have someone on the same page with you. And like I said, it's not easy out here today. And once again, it's tough out here. I understand the frustration, but rushing situations and not having God's input or not leaning on Him when it's times get hard, it's not going to make the situation better. It's going to be worse. You're going to be like, wow, I wasted 3-4 years of my life that I'm not getting back on someone who doesn't care about me, narcissistic, we're not on the same page, on the same wavelength, etc. And it doesn't mean that the man is bad, just because he doesn't want marriage, doesn't want that, then it just means that he just needs to find someone that wants the same thing. For me personally, it's not my place to judge nobody. What an individual wants to do for themselves, that's what's right for them. We just find someone that wants the same thing as you, and y'all can build and grow together. Because one thing is, like I said, time is of the essence. You gotta make use of it with the people you bring into your life. Be prepared for people's energy that they bring to each situation, because not everybody has good intentions for you, and if you're not on the same page, you guys are constantly arguing, bickering, battering, then it's not going to work out long term. And for God's sake, when you get to the point where you're getting on one knee and you're proposing to a man, then I lose all respect for a woman. That's the only thing that gets to me, because you should never be in a point where you're proposing to a man and you're asking him for his hand in marriage. That is desperation. And for me, even when I see that stuff on social media, it cringes me, and it's something I gotta take 5-10 minute break. I gotta take a walk, because that stuff is just crazy, mind blowing to me. But At the same time, I'm not judgmental towards all people, so you like it, I love it. But think about it, you have to muster the courage to propose to a man. You're proposing to a man, and he actually accepts it. Just think about what type of marriage you're going to have, and think about this going always going to be in the back of your head, like, damn, or wow, I really had to propose to this man. He couldn't be like, you know what, let's find a nice venue. Not to say you got to go out here and spend a lot of money on a ring and stuff like that. I mean, or marriage service, because my wife and I, we went to the church. We went to her friend's backyard, which is a nice patio, and she had a friend that kind of helped facilitate the situation. But anyways, like I said, you don't need to be expensive as far as the ring situation. You need to be worried about the covenant, commitment, the vows you say to one another. That's what you need to be worried about. Everything else is just, it's great on the surface, but for temporary gratification, oh, my wedding, oh, it's great, you know, best man, that's great. It's a wonderful ceremony, but just make sure that that goes along with the covenant vows you say to one another, because that's what's going to hold you guys. It keeps you guys connected. Y'all bond and keep trying to work together to try to please God, to try to, you know, better each other, compete with each other healthily. That you guys can compete with one another healthily and just try to, you know, just try to one up on somebody, like, hey, you know, guess what? I'm going back to school to this, or hey, I picked up a trade, or hey, I'm going to volunteer here. Hey, guess what? I'm promoting myself and got promoted at my job because I'm trying to do better for my family. So whatever you need to do to better yourself, it's always recommended. And like I said, don't waste your time. Like this is society, 2024. It was just 2020. It was just COVID. It just had, you know, me being me just seeing my daughter should be 3 years old next month. I remember she was just so small in a NICU area. Now she's 3 years old. I'm just like, wow, where did the time go? And I'm blessed that I found my wife. And like I said, don't waste your time, because like I said, this is the real world. This time waits for nobody. So find somebody, find you a man who's got great core values, great character, great morals about him, and kind of lay low on having a preference stuff. Nothing wrong with preference. Nothing wrong with having a man who's tall, who has the type of body you want. But if he don't have the intangibles, he don't have the type of intangibles, he don't have the work ethic, he don't have the mindset right, as in, hey, I want to love you until death do us part. I want to sacrifice. I want to do things that we can do collectively to continue to build on our relationship with God or whoever you guys serve. Then it's gonna be a waste of time. I'm just gonna be straight up honest with you. It's not a game. It's not something to play with. But yeah, that's all I have to say. Until next time out, Coach JC.